This is Suzanne in France, property reference number SIF 002098. It's a beautiful Maison de Maître with a mill race and river frontage. It's got over 3 acres. It's near Vire, so you've got all the amenities that you need right on your doorstep, including a mainline train station taking you to Paris. Straight in here to the entrance hall. Property was built in the 18th century. Going through first into this big living room. Lots of windows, nice high ceilings throughout the house. Got a fireplace in here, but it's closed off at the moment, not in use. You've got oil-fired central heating throughout the house and double glazed windows. Nice wood panelling features. These high doors then go through to this study or library area, built-in shelving. Nice little balcony there overlooking the river. And then you've got a little utility room here tucked away. Back through into the living room. Doors out the back of the entrance hall as well to the rear garden and downstairs toilet. It's the view out the back. It was a grey day when I went. I was lucky enough to get a little bit of blue sunshine. It's right after the storm. So the storms were on Thursday. I was there Saturday, yesterday I should say. So it's right after the storms. Heading now across the back across the entrance hall, and we're into this fabulous dining room. And again, door out to the back garden, nice and light, and through into the kitchen. Plenty of units. These were custom-made oak units. You've then got a double door, which I'll show you, which takes you through to the utility room and boiler room. Door out to the back garden here, and then you have another door going through into the log store, which I'll show you in a minute. It's the oil storage cylinder and boiler. And then through into this end room where you have the log store and access to outside. Back through the boiler room. Back into the kitchen. Nice warm kitchen, nice colours, and it feels a good space to be. Got the granite fireplace, which has got the extractor fan over the cooker. Back through the dining room. And we're not going to use the dining room stairs to start off with. We're going to go back into the main entrance hall and up to the first floor from here. You'll see that there's a split landing, so we're going to do the main house first, the main part of the house, first and second floors. And I'll show you the other side shortly, where that split landing is. So actually easy tread stairs, even though I make it look hard work. Nice wood floors up here. And this floor here is the master suite. So a beautiful bedroom. That's west facing windows. Through into the ensuite bathroom. Again, plenty of light, plenty of windows. Nice slipper bath. Marble tops where the vanity basin is. Looking out to the west, over the mill race. From there, we're going to go into the adjoining room. So the adjoining room is an occasional bedroom. It could be a dressing room, it could be another sitting room or a study or hobby room. Again, lots of windows, lots of light. And this then leads through into the dressing room. Plenty of shelving and hanging space in this dressing room. And we've got a door here going back out onto the landing. And I'll show you up onto the second floor. So, going up again. Top of the stairs here, you've got a more recently fitted shower room with a vanity basin. You've got the heated towel rail, large shower and a toilet. Bedroom number 2. They've all got these marble fireplaces which would have been used previously as fireplaces, but none are currently in use. They are ornamental. Going then into this end bedroom, so this is being used as a gym. It used to be 2 bedrooms. You've got a fireplace at either end. Again, plenty of windows. It would be easy to split if you wanted to split it again into 2 bedrooms. And then another one here being used, as you can see, as a study. Built-in cupboards there as well. Back out onto the landing. Usually I don't show you when I'm going up and down the stairs. I cut them from start to finish, but because of the layout of this property, just to try and make a bit of sense of it, I'm trying to show you how it all connects. So we're going back down from the second to the first floor in the main part of the house now. And then we're going to take the door on the half landing to take us into the other part of the house. So the other part of the house could actually be divided off and used as an annex or gîte if you wanted to. Otherwise, it makes really nice family accommodation where we've seen it already, and then guest accommodation through onto this side. It could also be caretaker's accommodation, as you'll see in a minute. So we're going through now to this other side of the house. This is the stairway that comes up from the dining room. So it has got independent access if you want it to. So there's another door on the left-hand side that goes up to some rooms above, which are just attic rooms, could be renovated. Couldn't get up there to show you, but those are attic rooms which could also be brought into additional accommodation. Well, this is the guest room. You could put a baby's room or a child's room here if you wanted to. It could be equally, as I say, self-contained accommodation, because there is independent access if you wanted to. Another room off here. Again, little study area or something like that. You could have this as the living room instead of a bedroom. And then you've got an ensuite here whilst it remains bedroom. So all above this space, you've got additional rooms upstairs on the second floor. You then go through, down a couple of steps into an old kitchen. So this has got the independent access, as you can see on the left-hand side. The shutters are shut, but when you see the picture of the front of the property, you can see that you've got external steps up to that. So you could bring this in and have it as a separate accommodation, gîte or annex. It goes through here and to an external door at the back. And then this door here, I'm just going to show you through the hole, but this is the roof space above the boiler room, just to give you an idea on how it all joins up. So back now through into this room that, as I say, was formerly a kitchen. And then back into the part that has been developed as this guest room with 2 ancillary rooms and the ensuite. That's the door on the other side of this stairway, or the landing coming up from the stairs in the dining room, that would take you up to the rooms to develop above. Outside now, so this is what you see when you arrive at the property. As I said, we just had major storms, a couple of trees down, but you can see otherwise the nice access and entranceway to this property. Plenty of parking space and turning space in the driveway. My car's just in front of a 4-car garage with a concrete floor. This is the old mill where the workings would have been. You can see that a lot of the garden is walled. And the river is the other side of that. So it's just a mill race that comes in under the house. It's diverted back off into the stream at the moment. The woodland behind. And that's the back of that building that would have been used as the mill, a flour mill before. And I've speeded this up very slightly for outside because I walk slowly. Beautiful tree there, massive tree. The part-walled garden. And you can see the water coming through. This is where it's deviated off and back into the river, because it's not being used, obviously, for any mill working at the moment. Plenty of mature shrubs and trees in the garden, which is mainly laid to lawn. We'll keep walking. And this tree is massive, really impressive tree. In the garden there. You'll see in a minute. There it is, the pheasant wandering around. Apparently that's quite tame and often seen by the present owners in the garden. And just continuing through. So a lot of it has been left so that it's easy to maintain. Just grass to cut, but then plenty of colour in the spring and summer with all the shrubs that have been planted. Another part-walled area of garden. And then just panning back round to the river, back round to the mill race. And you can see as it goes under the house itself. And then afterwards it's diverted off away from what would have been the mill and down back into the river. A truly lovely setting for this beautiful house. If you'd like more details, please head across the website, suzanneinfrance.com. Thank you.